Welcome to the Gworl Code Podcast, where we empower Black women to take control of their lives, finances, and futures. I'm your host, Destiny. Today, we're discussing the things I wish I knew before college, from navigating predominantly white institutions to building financial independence. I've got you covered. So let's dive in. Let's start with academics. Finding mentors who understand the Black female experience can be a game changer. They can offer guidance, support, and valuable connections. Some great mentorship programs include the National Association of Black Journalists Mentorship Program, the Black Women's Leadership Program, and the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Mentorship Program. My experience was remarkable. I was able to effectively find great mentors whom I leaned on to support me enough to walk across the stage this past May. Without the help of the esteemed Dr. Juliet Avusa of Rogers State University, I could have given up. Numerous times I thought about it. I considered, what good is being on President's Honor Roll when emotionally I was tired, depressed, and financially depleted? At first, I was scared that I'd be alone, that I wouldn't have anybody who looked like me to connect with, to understand the silent battles I faced outside of the classroom. Being a first-gen college student, plodding my way to the top, hoping to escape unbruised, triumphant, and resilient. The truth is, I escaped beaten, burned, and tired, but still resilient and proud. That is all thanks to Dr. Ivusa, who provided me emotional support to push through every semester, because I deserve to be here. I deserve to walk across that stage as the first of 8 kids, just as much as anybody else did. That to give up on myself was to give up on her belief in me that I could. So I did. And I cried through it in her office, and once I emerged, I was armed with hope and ready for war. For that, I thank you, Dr. Ivusa. You are the light in my tunnel, and I aspire to be the light for many of those to come. Another crucial aspect is navigating predominantly white institutions. Develop coping mechanisms for dealing with microaggressions and cultural shock. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Seek out support from peers, mentors, and campus resources. Academics are just one part of the college experience. Taking care of your mental health and well-being is equally important. Let's talk about some free resources available to support your personal growth and wellness. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. Prioritize your well-being, recognize signs of burnout, and seek help when needed. The secret is, a college student is no stranger to anxiety or depression. There are numerous studies available to prove that we know both on a first-name basis. Yet how do we battle having to write a 10-page research essay while we're battling ourselves within? Stuck in a world where people believe that happiness is a decision, but fail to acknowledge that nobody decided to be depressed or anxious, it just happens. Being away from home and having to navigate making new friends is enough to send shivers down my spine. I wasn't too far from home, but still, as a first gen, I couldn't connect with my family the way I used to. I fear I outgrew them and no longer could resonate or identify with them. That I was a stranger in my own home and alone. Fearing me discussing receiving unfair grades on essays would result in a, "Girl, what the bleep are you talking about?" Now, Dr. Ivusa wasn't alone in her efforts of keeping me grounded. I had a wonderful support system of friends that I've known for as long as 2016. Tony and Tristan, the brothers I've always wanted, Barbara and Impel, the sisters I never knew I needed, and my love, Marquel, the one who never stopped believing. I thank all of you for never giving up on me. Here are some free resources for mental health empowerment that I found really impactful during my years in college. The first one, Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741-741 for free 24/7 crisis counseling. The National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI helpline. Call 1-800-950-6264 for free mental health support and resources. Therapy for Black Girls, an online directory of therapists specializing in Black women's mental health. Black Mental Health Resources, a comprehensive list of mental health resources including hotlines, therapy, directories, and online support groups. Taking care of your mental health is crucial, but so is taking control of your finances. Let's explore some essential resources for financial literacy and independence. Now, you just heard me say I was the first gen of 8 kids. How in the bleep did you expect me to be able to pay for college? Girl, FAFSA and scholarships. Don't let that scholarship needing an essay discourage you from applying. You've written how many essays since you've been born? I'll wait. Exactly. Another one for money that you don't have to pay back isn't going to hurt. I'm just saying, don't take my word for it. Take this one instead. I've obtained both an associate and a bachelor's degree without owing a single dime. All because I knew where I could go to get a scholarship. The question is, do you? If not, I've got you covered, girl. Financial literacy is critical for independence. Here are some essential resources. The first one, free application for federal student aid. It is a form that determines your eligibility for federal, state, and institutional financial aid. CSS Profile, a financial aid application required by some colleges to determine eligibility for institutional aid. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation, NMCSC, an organization that awards scholarships to high achieving students. The United Negro College Fund, UNCF, scholarships, a range of scholarships for African American students, including merit based and need based awards. And also the Scholarship Portal, a website offering a wide range of scholarships, including those specifically for African American students. Financial independence is just one aspect of thriving in college. Celebrating and connecting with your Black culture is also essential. Let's explore some ways to do that. One way to celebrate Black culture is by getting involved with your college's Black Student Union. The BSU provides a space for Black students to connect, share experiences, and support one another. Additional ways to celebrate Black culture are by attending cultural events. Look for events celebrating Black history, music, art, and also literature. Join a Black sorority or fraternity. Consider joining a historically Black Greek letter organization to connect with like-minded individuals. Take African American Studies courses. Explore courses that focus on Black history, culture, and experiences. Connect with Black faculty and staff. Build relationships with Black faculty and staff members who can offer guidance and support. When it comes to a BSU meeting or event at my PWI, trust, I'ma be there, front row and center, laughing through with all my sisters. Now, on days that BSU didn't have events and I desperately craved Black culture and to feel connected and belonging, I volunteered with local Black-owned daycare facilities and taught children how to read, because literacy should be fundamental for everyone. I've attended the Black Wall Street Festival numerous times for the sense of community that it gives me, and I've also supported numerous Black-owned businesses such as Max Wings, Alpha Grill, Waffle Dot, and even clothing vendors. My closet is stocked full of clothes designed by Black creators of fashion. Nonetheless, all of these help me get back to my roots of being a certified sister. Well, that's all for today's episode. Remember, knowledge is power, and being prepared for college can make all the difference. Share your thoughts, experiences, or questions on social media using the hashtag Gworl Code. Join us next time for more inspiring conversations and empowering resources. Feel free to connect with us on social at Gworl Code Podcast on Instagram and TikTok.